after 12 years of operation, we had a founder and the founder members. Is it very important? And how many of our Sri Lankan community would know who is the founder and who is founders? Very little, not even 0.5% or 0.1%. This is the same scenario when war is finished. Who is the purpose for the win of the war? My dear friends, ladies and gentlemen, dear principals and teachers, in a war there is no winner, all are losers. But for a school, there is the achievers. The more than the founders, the most important is the achievers. We have achieved a lot. Thank you very much, Mr. Riansinanakara, for the articulating much elegantly than what I can do about the success of the school. You did it explicitly. Thank you very much. It deserves all these efforts that we put it together come to this whole mark. And this is not our benchmark, it is much higher. We achieved it much faster than we thought. And it doesn't stop us thinking and advancing for future. This is how it goes on. Ladies and gentlemen, we have reached after 14 years what we want to reach in the year 1, but we had only very small kids, to have A-level results. This year, we had good O-level results and with good A-level results. We wouldn't have achieved this without the support of the teachers. I think they deserve a round of applause for the best effort that they have put in. And in our process of doing this endeavor, we take bold decisions. I had a Eid celebration to do here. I said, all what we are doing is to develop courageous souls. What is courage? What is courage is all about? The spirit that man have to walk among evils and their evil paths. Nobody can stop us when we do the right thing. No evil can disturb us. This is all about our courage. This is what we want our student to be. Future leaders should be that. Be justful, do the right thing, be disciplined, dedicated to the country, and deliver what people really want. What are the norms of a student to be taught? First, to respect their parents. First, to respect their parents. They respect the teachers. Without the teachers, who we are? Today I am somebody because of my teachers. We had bad ones as well. But we are somebody because of teachers. If I am doing something which is to please not just me, even my beloved parents are not living, I am still doing to please my parents. If I have enjoyed anything, is because I did what my parents want to be. Is what I am happy about. Riansi Nanakara was mentioning, he took my memory back to Iraq. There was a gentleman who had to play the blood money. It was a big country. To collect that money was not so easy. And I took the leadership. I remember this person living in my room. I collected the money with the help of Sri Lankan society. I managed to release him and send it. I did the same thing, Riansi, here. We had another person who had to collect Indusena. Some of them who, like Suri knows it, Saman knows it. We have 100,000 Qatari riyals to collect to release this man to send it back. And I collected that money with my leadership. Of course, the help of the society. My wife printed a Vesak card. That was the first ever Vesak card was printed. It was not allowed to do Vesak cards. We collected 17,000 Qatari riyal by one card in a period of 1 month. In 6 months, we were able to send him back. There are thousands of people, hundreds, thousands coming and discussing with me their problems. I didn't solve all of them, but I listened to them. It takes ample amount of time. It is the same thing. Some parents come to me, their problem. Each of you don't know what other parents is talking to me. Each of them take their time from me. So it is how it works. But I never said no to them. Sometimes I may have to say when it is so silly. But I always welcome them, I talk to them. But all this, at the end, I remember there was a purpose. It is to uplift the society. This was before the school. I remember doing Country Roads Take Me Home event. This was Asarana Sarana in Sri Lanka, Sinhalese we put it. We collected 25,000 Qatari riyal to release 25 prisoners and send them back home. There is all the time there is prisoners in the prison who do not have a ticket to go back. They have to delay their departure. Mr. Aruna Ranasinghe is here. He is the one who issued the tickets, and I led that. There are many occasions I cannot remember them. There are so many. And in all these endeavor, because we are a poor society, we are a poor society. We have to be very objective. In order to have a proper objective, we have to realize who we are. But we are in a stage, we must know, we can be a rich society. In order to be a rich society, we have to unite together. Unite together. You have to have a center together, develop a center together. We were able to develop the school as a center. This is how the societies reach heights. Rally around us, be together. This is what is important. So all this endeavor to do, to me and my board, Saman, Mr. Gamagi, Mr. Hasari Hussain, have put a lot of effort and time. A lot of effort and time. And this is a prize that what we have. One prize that what we have got is the pleasure of seeing children flying away with good results. But at the same time, there is another prize that is negative. This is the prize my wife have to sacrifice for me. I'm sorry, should not be sorry, because my mother, if he's here, he will be proud what I'm doing. So in the absence of my mother, I ask my wife to be proud about what I'm doing. I don't have to say sorry. We all have sacrificed our time, which I would have spent it with my wife or do a business. I don't do that. We have found this school with our own money. We don't take a penny, none of these board members. We spend time, we think for you, we think for your children without a penny. But we are happy, we have a prize. This is something that you don't have, but we have. I remember a story, one man, he was telling to me, after seeing what I'm doing, he came and told me, I won a prize from Nido, 10 watches. I gave these watches to my friends who were playing cricket with me. And one friend came late, he was the poor of the poor. And he said, you gave watches to all, but you didn't keep one for me. Then he removed his watch, which was in his hand, and he gave it to him. Then what did this man say? He said, you want 10 watches and you don't have even one watch. He said, all of you had, no, it was somebody else. He said, all of you have watches, but I am the only one who had chance to give watches. This is not with you. This is the same with you board members. They deserve a round of applause because they have done immense service for you. I'm not asking scratch our back because we scratch yours. No, it is not going that way. It deserves encouragement. It deserves encouragement. In the speech of the principal, he was talking about the process of selecting the prefects. I start to think what he's trying to literally give the message. sometimes disagreements occur. The disagreements is not going to bring conflicts, subject to two valid values. That is, if somebody is taking this disagreement with proactively, with humanity, and partly taking that we all can do mistakes, and mistakes can be by the people who do things. So that is the best way of taking conflicts out. This is very important. Parents should believe. It is the same thing with the principal, the new prefects. You have to remember, conflict resolution is one of the most important in society. You are coached now as prefects in schools how to resolve and give answers to conflicts. The countries can be better only from school age. You are given a chance to learn these aspects. So principal, don't be anytime doubtful about what we are doing. And I know the parents understand. If there is anything that which they do not believe is correct, the time and the stages will explain them. It is with certain dignity we have done it. That is all about us. This is all about what we have to do. This is all about what we want to reach at one day. All parents should tolerate each other and run for betterment. Now I would like to talk about how this school is built. It's built by the support of the board, support of the society, support of the teachers. It's not enough. We know what was the school. Some children didn't come to this school. Some were guinea pigs in one side. Someone's daughter was a guinea pig. He tried with this school. Some of them were waiting until this become a successful school to bring their children. This is how it was built. But we must put a round of applause for senior students who had taken lead in this school from the beginning. And they will be sitting their O-levels very soon. And this will be the real results of the school. It is here to prove. It is here to prove in months to come, years to come. So wait and see. And it cannot come just. It can come only with certain values. It can come only with certain values. I'm going to introduce some values today to talk to you. One is, you take an elephant. He's very small, he grows. The school is also like an elephant should be. It should have the majesty. It should be able to walk on the candy parahel. That is the majesty. This school also, these teachers are waiting and the students are waiting to see this majesty. And it had taken a long period of time listening to Peshita. He said, we started in JBK where I am living in a small Montessori. We moved to West, we moved here. Slowly this elephant have grown to that majesty. Soon we have to build our own purpose-built school. We have got the land. We have got the land. We will do a school soon. And we will get the signatures right by the government very soon, and we will build a school. You can trust upon that. The second value is to be orderly. It had to be orderly. It had to have orders. It had to have procedures, processes. This is all about, again, you can't reach to the heights unless you have procedures. Those are the best practices. So what we have done an ERP system. We were talking to a registrar of Peradeniya University. We understood what are the malpractices happening there. It's shameful to the education there. How they select people to the universities. But to tell you, you have a ERP system. We can go back and track records of your students. This is the orderly process. And you don't become a prefect just like that. It have a process to follow. These are the orders. You can't go and sit for an exam what you want. Just like that. There is an order to follow. You cannot go and put your child to any grade. You have to follow the procedure. That is the order that you have to grow. The children have to grow as per that order which is levied in the school. This is how it goes. So you have to understand, it have to follow these values. The third value I am trying to introduce today to you in my speech is the beauty. It's the beauty. You all have girls as your daughters and you want the beauty to be there. It's not only them, even the men have to be beauty. I have been thrown a flower which I dropped it here. It is necessary. It is necessary. The beauty of the school remains not just by having whitewashed the school. The beauty of the school is with discipline. My beauty, I see, is discipline. There is a famous saying, Lassana kannada. Okay? Why that came? Because the discipline is more important. That is the beauty. That is the beauty. We are building this school not just education. We are building this school with the beauty, which is the beauty is the discipline. This is very important. Without the beauty, nothing remains. Your wife, your children should be always governed by their beauty, which is the discipline. So, to the new prefects, I'm telling you, if you understand the story what the principal was relaying, you have just become a prefect. You have to prove to be a prefect. You have to prove to be a prefect. In order to prove the prefect, you cannot do it alone. You have to listen to your parents. You have to listen to your parents. Moment you do something wrong, you are not a prefect. It is a priest or a monk or any person who think of joining, being a relic. The moment he do something wrong, what he ordained is not anymore valid. He had to reordain. It is the same thing. You have to know if you break the principles, if you break the rules, if you break the discipline, you yourself should know that I did it. And you have to correct yourself. You have to act like a the prefect. This is a very important thing. So this is what the principal was trying to explain you. And this will be molded not by the teachers. It is molded by your parents. They will tell you, in and out of the school, you have to behave as a prefect. This is a very important thing. So I explain you one, the truth is all about moving towards the majesty. The second one is to develop the beauty of the school. And the third one, second one was what I said. Can somebody correct it? I was talking about being, the procedure, the order, perfect. You know, I have a master degree guy in front of me. He just finished his MSc. Give a round of applause to Mr. Saman. We have a fantastic board with us. Okay? It's always qualities make every success. So this is how it goes. If these qualities are not built, these values are not built, the school do not exist. So if you participate in these principles, the values, with the spirit of the school, you will strengthen the pillars. This is what the principle is. It is built on pillars. He mentioned the pillars is us. No. The pillars are the values of the school. You have to strengthen those. The engineers know strengthening the structure is the best to do. Support the organization. Not to talk against the school. This is your school. This is against your school you are talking. Don't do that. Believe me when I say I can walk through the evils. I'm telling you, if somebody is talking with you against the school, he is the evil for me. And if it is your boss, go and tell he is the evil. If he is your friend, go and tell him he is the evil. And if he want to ask anything, can come and ask the chairman. I will tell him he is the evil. No newspaper can change what we are doing. We change ourselves. If you want to ask something, you ask from me. Thank you very much. I am not going to be, message cannot be massage, so I will stop my speech by this. Thank you very much.